Joe Rogan and Joy Behar from The View went head-to-head after she claimed the public watch The View because they tell the truth, unlike Joe Rogan, who is a dragon believer.
Joe Rogan has done it again, turning a bizarre insult from The View into a hilarious internet moment. Joy Behar, while taking a jab at Rogan, accused him of being a dragon believer, sparking a whirlwind of reactions across social media. But instead of letting the comment slide, Rogan embraced the label in a way only he can, sending the internet into a frenzy. Today, we'll dive into the full story behind this unexpected clash, explore how Rogan flipped the narrative, and why this moment is a perfect reflection of the ongoing cultural divide between mainstream media and independent influencers. Welcome back to the channel. If you're here for engaging, in-depth takes on today's hottest political and cultural topics, you've come to the right place. In today's video, we're breaking down the latest drama between Joe Rogan and The View. During a conversation about how young Americans get their news, Joy Behar decided to take a swipe at Rogan, calling him a dragon believer. While the comment might have seemed like a throwaway insult, Rogan turned it into a defining moment of internet humor, and the reactions have been priceless. Stay tuned as we unpack everything you need to know about this exchange, why Rogan's response resonated so strongly, and how it reflects the shifting landscape of media trust. And before we get started, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on all the latest. It all started during a recent episode of The View, when Joy Behar and her co-hosts discussed a poll showing that many young Americans now get their news from influencers rather than traditional outlets. Behar used the opportunity to criticize Joe Rogan, saying, "We went from Walter Cronkite to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons." She didn't stop there.
We went from Walter Cronkite, basically, to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons.
Behar doubled down, claiming she checked it, and that Rogan believes dinosaur-like creatures roamed the earth alongside humans. Her co-hosts, including Whoopi Goldberg, chimed in, emphasizing how The View is fact-checked by ABC News.
That's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But
we're checked by everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if we're wrong, we have, the legal note here. I checked it. He believes in dragons? He believes in dragons.
Did you triple force that?
Yes, I did.
It was a moment that left audiences divided. Was this a serious critique of Rogan, or just another attempt to discredit one of the internet's most influential figures? Rogan, known for his quick wit and sharp humor, didn't let the comment drag him down. Instead, he turned it into comedy gold. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, Rogan posted a clip of Behar's comments, writing, "That's my new official X description." He even updated his bio to proudly read, "Dragon believer."
My new official X description, with a link to the video. He then also changed his description to dragon believer. The internet went into meltdown about the hilarious interaction. This commentator said, "This clip is unhinged. Joy Behar is saying that Joe Rogan believes in dragons and you should listen to The View because they are truthful and fact-checked by the ABC."
But Rogan wasn't done. He followed up by sharing a conversation with biologist Forrest Galanti titled, "Were Dragons Real Animals?" The episode delves into the mythological and biological origins of dragons, further fueling the hilarity. He also retweeted a passage from the Bible, Job 41:18-21, that describes the Leviathan in terms that could easily apply to a dragon. Rogan then added a quote about a theoretical dragon, writing, "I want to believe." The internet loved it. Fans praised Rogan for owning the label and turning what could have been an insult into a moment of lighthearted fun. Joy Behar's jab at Rogan comes during a challenging time for The View. Co-host Sunny Hostin recently faced backlash after being forced to read multiple legal disclaimers on air. Hostin made unproven claims about Congressman Matt Gaetz, only to later clarify that Gaetz has denied all allegations and that the Department of Justice closed its investigation without charges. Social media users were quick to mock her, with one joking, "Just rename the show Legal Notes with Sunny Hostin."
Sunny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
We'll be right back.
The statement came after Sonny Hostin blasted Matt Gaetz for serious allegations against him that he has always denied.
How could you nominate someone with allegations of child across state lines and having the 17-year-old? My understanding further on in the interview, they discussed the fact that once he finds out that she's 17, he stops having sex with her.
Hostin appeared reluctant to read the note and spoke through gritted teeth, which the internet has had a field day with.
Meanwhile, Whoopi Goldberg landed in hot water for claiming that a Staten Island bakery refused to serve her due to her political views. The bakery clarified that their oven had simply broken, but the damage was done. One commentator wrote, "Whoopi, your victim card has officially been declined." It seems The View has had a rough time balancing its fiery commentary with factual accuracy, a point Rogan's audience hasn't missed. The clash between Rogan and The View highlights a broader issue: the growing divide between traditional media and independent platforms. Behar claimed that The View is trustworthy because they're fact-checked by ABC News. But Rogan's massive audience numbers tell a different story. Many viewers now turn to Rogan because of his unfiltered discussions and diverse guest lineup, which they see as more authentic than heavily curated network news. For example, The Rachel Maddow Show, MSNBC's top-rated program, recently dropped to just 1.3 million viewers, a decline of 1 million from the previous month. In contrast, Rogan's episodes consistently reach millions of listeners, proving that his influence far surpasses that of many traditional outlets. Part of Rogan's appeal lies in his ability to turn criticism into comedy. By embracing the Dragon Believer label, he showed that he doesn't take himself too seriously, a trait that resonates deeply with his audience. Rogan has even speculated about the origins of dragon myths, suggesting they might have been inspired by real creatures like pterodactyls or massive predatory birds. "Think about it," Rogan said. "Every culture, from medieval Europe to ancient China, has dragon stories. Maybe they didn't spit fire, but who knows?" His willingness to explore unconventional ideas, even jokingly, is part of what makes him so polarizing yet engaging. The debate sparked by Behar's comments goes beyond dragons. It's about trust in media. Rogan's audience appreciates his open, long-form conversations that challenge mainstream narratives. In contrast, shows like The View often face criticism for promoting a single perspective. Behar's jab at Rogan might have been an attempt to undermine his credibility, but it only highlighted why so many people prefer independent voices over traditional media. As one user put it, Rogan doesn't just tell you what to think, he lets you decide. Now it's your turn. What do you think about Joy Behar's dragon comment? Was it a fair critique, or did it miss the mark? And how do you feel about Rogan's hilarious response? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Whether you're Team Rogan or Team View, let's get the conversation started. This dragon drama is just another chapter in the ongoing cultural divide between traditional media and independent platforms. Joe Rogan's ability to turn criticism into comedy shows why he remains a dominant force in the media landscape. Meanwhile, Joy Behar's comment has only fueled the debate about where Americans should turn for their news. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a deep dive like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.